It's the time to get down.
Wait a minute. Let me just say this. I truly believe it is therapeutic. I do believe that people insert that therapy because I know I talk to friends and they say, I have to get it out, Victor. I'm not trying to get you to solve it. Isn't that the part with relationships with men that you sometimes going, I don't need you to solve it and answer. I just need you to hear me.
But
right?
It's universal that a man wants to solve your problem. So that in itself, it's the ugly circle. You fight this battle of them, not listening and the problems, and you want to talk, and then he's not listening in the circle.
And then he's not listening when he gives you some off-road advice.
Yes.
Like, well, maybe you shouldn't just do that then. What are you saying? I should just do that, And I agree, it's like men...
Better meds for D and Brandy.
Oh,
that's what Max is.
I know. I just was looking. I want to say that a lot of times, because men don't like the frilly stuff and don't like all the extra added, and they just want to get right to the point, like he says, filter out the BS. There's a different way of getting your therapy, so to speak. The guys don't need a lot of time. Some guys don't need a lot of talking to get there. And I think that we need to start understanding each other more. Men and women are made up differently, even though we're just alike, because all of us have both qualities in us. We have the male and the female. So I think we should need to get in touch.
With
our other side. And I'm talking to a lot of men who are too macho. There are women who are too emotional, too. I can't stand the woman that cries over everything. It's like, come on. Use a little logic.
I only cry when I'm usually angry. I'm like I'm upset and frustrated and angry.
Done.
Yes.
And look, and isn't that a lot of times a kind of a normal response from women who are really invested in the man that she really is in? And when I say I'm being redundant, invested in, because it's so emotional and it comes out that way. Some cry, some yell, some scream, some toss objects.
Some punch, yeah.
Right.
How many drinks have I had?
Right. So I get it. So I guess what I'm saying, I wish we can, because I got to get to the last part of this for the benefit of Deveaux.
Well, and I cry when I'm happy. That trips guys
that's good.
out.
Good. How often do the men get to
I can even cry during sex. And I'm happy. And they're like, am I hurting you? And I'm like, no, keep going.
It's so good.
Like, okay.
So we're having a moment.
Wait a minute.
At least I'm having a moment.
Right. I don't know about you, but I'm good.
Here's the part where I think you guys should take the moment to ask each one. Brandy, you can ask Mac. Deveaux, you can ask PMC. When's the last time you cried when you had sex?
All right, P, I'm asking you first.
Brandy, do you want to know if Mac cried?
No, I don't want to know, Mac, if you cried. Please don't tell me.
All right.
Mac said he's got me on the wish list. You are a little...
This is
so bad.
This is a great subject as it relates to that. You actually, guys, after all this, said during sex or making love that you cry. Are men more apt to say, yes, I love when you cry, or go, oh, no, don't go there? What do you think? It
depends what it's about. You know what I mean? I think that's what it is. If they're not, it depends why you're crying. If you were having, it depends. Is it emotional? Is it something that you're connecting? Is it because you're pissed off? You gave up. You had a fight and you gave in because he wanted it, and then you're just angry. What was I doing? It could be an angry cry or an emotional cry.
It could be.
Really, it could be, and it could be like, what am I doing here? Why am I even in this position?
Wonder if it's a cry from a woman, because we're still talking about...
Max said what?
I know where Mac is going. Wonder if it's a cry. And you know how guys are. If you're in a relationship, the first thing we're going to guess, we're not going to go, wow, we are making you really happy. Isn't it going to strike a concern from us that you're totally in love? Or is something she doesn't want to be doing right now? I mean, I'm only saying that. What would you think men think? Since you've been there as women and you've had relationships, what have been the arguments as it relates to, oh, no, it works. It works when this happens. Oh, men really are receptive to me. What do you think? See, it's a hard one.
You first, Brandy.
Yeah, I know. I'm okay. So are you saying from your point of view?
My point of view. My point of view, because
What do I think that you're thinking?
yeah,
What works?
when you're
Oh, now you
crying-
want me to know what you're thinking.
Well,
Is that what you want?
no, what I'm trying to say is that when you are crying, does it give you the results?
Oh,
Or
you should
does-
ask
do it-
PMC. He said he cries when he argues.
Or he cries because he's married.
Yeah.
So let me just say this. I think the crying part is really internal for a woman more so. And a man, he has to really know you to know what it means. But if it just pops up all of a sudden, what do you think the man's first response is?
Well, I know because it happened.
What was it?
He was scared. He thought he was hurting me.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Because
That's it.
men don't deal with, crying real well. Like Max said, Richard Pryor said I was laughing to keep from screaming. They don't deal with crying. And I know that I'm a crybaby at times. And so I've heard my boyfriend say, "Oh my God, stop crying. I don't know what to do with you." You know what I mean? It's like when you cry, I don't know what to do. But the question is, what is the question?
Just stop crying.
Okay, right?
Look, okay.
No, I think the crying is very effective. I do. I think it gets the attention.
Okay.
Whether it's good or bad, you're really upset and you're crying and your guy doesn't stop and he sees you crying, he's insensitive, period.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even if you always cry, some women cry too much.
Well, then they have accepted it. If you're sitting in this relationship and it's been years and you're a crier, well, you've accepted I'm a crier,
Right.
so accept it.
Right. And
That's
and
exactly it.
don't
That's what men need to
Right.
do, is be accepting of what is on their plate.
Yes. I know what you're saying. In other words,
Right,
if you-
because you're eating it.
Yes. Exactly. Accept what's on your plate 'cause you are eating it.
that can be taken a number of
I
different
know.
ways.
Well,
Many
every
ways.
way that it's taken,
Yes.
it should be taken.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry.
Every way.
Okay, now let me do this because I know we can't stay in here long because we can go on this forever. Can we read the last card for the benefit of Deveaux? I think there was one card that you missed, Deveaux, earlier today. The Brandy's already done it. I think we read 4 out of 5 of them.
And PMC said when women crying can mean many different things. Again, we never know. And again, Mac, I'm saying PMC, you can know. You absolutely can know. You just have to fine tune
Your center.
your center. Yes.
Yes.
Be more involved with your wife. Get in it. Just
You know what?
start living it. You know what I mean?
The-
Breathe her breath when she's sleeping at night.
Deveaux, I can help
Oh,
you with
I've
this.
had that. Like, I wake up to men staring at me, and then you're like, "Why are you in my face? Why are you watching me sleep? This is creepy. So creepy." That's how we feel.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. Okay, so that lets you know that, it's all subjective.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Deveaux, you're going to take us out by reading a card because we are done. We're going to wave goodbye to everybody
I
after
read
we
that
go
one
through
already.
it.
Oh, you did? Oh, then maybe
Yeah,
you read
there
that.
We
is-
read them all. Yum Yum Island. I'm eating my ex-boyfriend.
You already read that one, right?
Yeah.
All right, keep going. Just go through. You'll know when you hit it because I know which one it is.
God, you have all these questions for us? And why are they in envelopes?
I'm going to keep them.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Miss Donald Trump. Is that me?
Yes.
If I was Miss Donald Trump mistress, what? I was. Ow.
Just keep going.
I would want to show the world that I am really, really a true what? Okay. A queen, princess, diva, bitch. See, I am a diva bitch because I am the mistress, and the mistress always gets everything she wants. Okay. The wife
Because
gets
she's
nothing.
giving him what he wants.
That's right. And he only has me because he's not satisfied at home or he's a greedy pig. So I'm going to be the diva.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to wear the tallest heels, the biggest wig, and I'm going to drive the biggest car. I'll have to have a convertible because my hair will be big.
So you're owning this right now, right?
Yeah.
And Brandy,
Pretty
what was
much.
your choice?
I went for the princess.
That's right.
You know.
Now, Brandy, let me tell you why you won on this one, Deveaux. From a man point of view. Brandy actually had a better receptor to it. Her language, her body, she smiled. You frowned on yours being a diva.
Because I don't want to be anybody's mistress. Sorry. But if I had to be your mistress, because I want to be the wife.
Is that
Okay.
choice on that paper?
No.
Oh, but then you can't
So,
go.
because I am
can't
the
go there.
mistress. Yeah, right? I went there because, yeah.
Do you want to be a wife?
Yeah.
Have you been a wife?
No.
Okay, it's not all it's cracked up to be. This is what is wrong with this world.
Brandy, you're like popping my bubble.
It's like we all look for that, silver lining, You know, yeah, I get it, but there's so many. I think there's too much. It's like you wrap so much into something, into that one thing or that one day or something you haven't had, which sometimes you don't
need.
Yes. Maybe you don't need that,
Right?
See, so Deveaux,
Yeah.
what you're basically are saying, and this is my understanding is that because you don't want to be the mistress, you're going to be angry.
No, angry is not diva.
Well, when you were frowning, you wasn't receiving.
Well, when I thought I was Miss Trump, and then when I started reading, it said I'm the mistress.
She's like, oh,
so I'm the other woman.
like I said.
Okay, well that changes my mind on everything.
But aren't you supposed to make choices that you say I'm responsible for my choice, so I need to embrace my choice?
Max said the truth has finally come out. Yes, of course. And
why? Go on. Sorry.
What, Brandy? What?
I was like, Mac just said, "Why do man cry? They got all the credit card bills." Oh, that's why Jimmy be crying.
Very good. That's it.
But okay, so let's just say my twin evil sister decides she wants to be the mistress to Donald Trump. Okay, which is probably a pretty powerful position to be a mistress.
So you got to transfer it to somebody else.
Because I wouldn't.
You have to role play.
I would be like, divorce your wife.
No.
Divorce your wife and marry me, or you're not getting.
Like I said, it's not all it's cracked up to be. Why are you trying to marry somebody? What?
Deveaux, the reason why I'm leaving it here with you, we all have been in positions where we've been the second choice, not the best choice, whether it's just because we're not going to get anything better in our definition of the relationship, or we're just second level. But we've all played that role where we're going, I'm hanging, I'm going, dealing with this person, but there's somebody else in the picture. Or they have a philosophy of just being non-committal. So whether you transfer it off, it's what you do when you have the best situation you've ever had in somebody, but it's the best situation they're allowing you to be. That's why you can't transfer it over to somebody else. So when you say, you've been there before where you said, you know what, I've been in a situation where he had to choose me or somebody else. You've been there before, haven't you?
He's talking to you.
See, I know, I know what she's doing. I know Deveaux.
Well, okay. The truth is,
oh no, not the truth.
I did date a guy who I found out had a girlfriend, and it was very uncomfortable because I really got into him, like really, and so and he got busted. That was what it was. He still didn't tell me, but so I took him outside.
You beat his ass? What'd you do?
Yeah, if I was big enough, I would have. But, I go, ultimately, I should have just said, you're a jerk, I'm out of here. But I didn't. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, I don't play the dozens, whatever. Right. I thought we had something. I was feeling something from you, I was a lot younger. So, a little more gullible and made him make a decision. And he left her and he stayed with me. But, that was 7 years of heartache, too. It's like, wow, I made such a mistake.
See?
But, so yeah, it had come down to that. Was that the best thing? No, I don't think so. I think that if it comes down to you being the other woman or he having another woman, I don't think that he needs to make a choice. I think you need to make a choice. Or me, the person. You know what I mean? I was the one who needed to make a choice.
Right.
So, to answer your question, did I answer your question?
Yes, you did.
Well, he needs to make a choice. Well, I guess you need to make the choice if what he's going to do, because if he decides, well, my choice is both of us, you're going to walk away. Obviously, you're going to make that choice.
Yeah,
right.
But here's the deal. Okay, the reality is in my face. He's dating both of us, so he's into that. That says a lot. That speaks volumes. Okay, so he's a guy who likes multiple women. So why am I making him make a choice? You know what I mean? In fact, except the fact that he wants us both and live in the menage a trois kind of thing, or, walk away from it. I mean, that's the way I feel now. I would never.
Well, there are lots of women who are married and know their husbands have mistresses, but still choose to be married.
And love the idea because I've heard them say, listen, she takes the slack. I don't have to sleep with him. I don't have to rub his head or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And look, and exiting it out, I know this. There's been times that you guys, and you don't have to say so, that we actually chose people to be second. We didn't want to be first. They filled a void. They filled the outer void. That's called dating.
Oh, the guy was second.
Yeah, in other words, that we're all younger, and he says, oh man, I like to get to know her, but I'm not trying to be in love. Women do that too. They say, hey, look, I like to do this. I'm not trying to settle down. So we have chosen sometime to be second on purpose.
Well, that's why a lot of women date married men. because they don't want to, have him be committed to them, or they don't want to be committed to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I just.
You're reliving it right now, aren't you?
Well, no,
I did that. Yeah,
no, I was
did
just
do that.
thinking. I was thinking the point of dating a married woman, a married man, is pretty stupid. You could still get that and not infringe or be a part of his escapade, but anyway.
I know.
It's deeper
So,
than that.
I'm gonna leave it at this because you guys did way more than I expected. Brandy, I got to give you props because you came in and you lit the fire on the show when you said this is going to be mental. And this was dedicated to you. This is a different type of morning coffee show. I may have asked the questions because I was learning, but they couched all the situations. And Deveaux actually wrote all the envelope stuff.
Yeah, right. Did we get a chance to talk about Mario?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
You could have. You could have. This is going to happen again. You guys are going to have special programming where, because Mario is on a personal journey to show support for people he really care about, we're going to be doing this more often. So look for not only Brandy, Deveaux, to be the ones that's going to run this bitch when it's time. And now we got them kind of in a situation where they can let loose. We're going to see if they're going to take it to the next level. You guys got anything to say before you get out of here?
Well, I like the theory that Max said, and I've been told this. Never love the person you love the person that loves you. Always make sure that your mate loves you more than you love them. I never liked that theory because, I want to be just as much as in love as he is. But
Yes.
Anyway, but my thoughts of the show was it was fun. It was great. Thank you so much for inviting me out on a Monday.
There you
Fun
go.
day, Monday.
Monday.
Thank
That's
you
Brandy.
for coming.
There you go.
Blast.
See? Look,
Even though it's 45 minutes late.
that's okay. You came in. Hey, you guys, don't they look good in that co-host seat? Don't they look a little bit better than Mario?
I was going to say, and I did run this bitch.
And I co-pilot.
Wait a minute. If you guys haven't seen the commercial with Brandy, I watched it this morning. I know you guys are going to see it later. She's sitting up in front of the pack stereo thing, and she's trying to explain something. And she drops the S word, and I died laughing this morning before you came over. She knows what it is, so I hope you guys get to see it. I told her, I said, it's the part I wait for. And she's twiddling with her hair, and then she says, I'll forget it. And she drops that word. Congrats on her, because they do run this bitch. Deveaux, you got something to say? Get out?
PMC said he still don't know what women want.
I told you, it is like this long. The list goes on and on. This is like a continuation for the rest of your life.
Okay, I'll tell you what. PMC, here's the challenge. If you can send over anything about the top 2 or 3 subjects you would like the ladies to talk about, as it relates to whether marriage or not, you send those over, we'll have that set up for the next go round, because it's going to come. We're going to be filtering these. And I'm just telling you right offhand, women can run relationship talk shows forever. That's all they need is a forum. So please send over the queries and the questions. Mac, we kind of know what you want already. Norm probably just bowed out for obvious reasons, but we're going to leave it like that. So I'm a fade back. You guys wave, get the music started up, transition, gotta go. And I want you to understand that they're all praying. This is terrible. This is terrible.
Like Mario.
I know. Hey, you guys, we out. I got to go over here and shift the system, so you're going to hear us fumbling around a little bit. Thanks for joining us. It's time to get out of here.
Bye, Max. Bye, PMC.
Bam.
Yeah.
Girl time.
Oh, no applause.
Bam.